Welcome to Cyprus News by FinancialMirror.tv. In a landmark decision, which will have a profound impact on negotiations leading to a solution to the Cyprus problem, but also on more than 5,000 British nationals with homes in the occupied areas in North Cyprus, the Court of Justice of the European Union decided that Greek Cypriot legal verdicts are binding throughout the EU. The European Court of Justice ruling could encourage many Greek Cypriots to take legal action against foreigners living in disputed properties in northern Cyprus and may have an impact on talks to reunify the island. This will also impact the Turkish Cypriot economy that has recently flourished because of the construction boom, as Britons who have bought holiday or retirement homes in the north risk losing their assets back home. More than 5,000 British nationals now risk being served with court orders by Cypriot judges foreclosing their property in the UK. Greece's Public Power Corporation has approved a Memorandum of Understanding with the Cyprus-based Quantum Corporation and Bank of Cyprus for the feasibility of the construction and operation of power plants in Bosnia-Herzegovina's Republika Srpska. Quantum and Bank of Cyprus have proposed the prospect of cooperation with the objective of investment in 2 hydroelectric units in Republika Srpska, as well as up to 50% in a new to-be-built hydroelectric unit. Quantum Corporation is a Cyprus-based company actively involved in energy projects in the Balkans. The company owns 5 electricity producing plants with a total capacity of 1,422 megawatts. American International Group's decision to turn its property general insurance business into a new company so that it can sell shares of the firm to the public is seen as benefiting the group's Cyprus operations. The new company will be called AIU Holdings and will be a separate corporate entity distinct from AIG and complete with its own board of directors. The move comes as part of AIG's bailout deal with the U.S. federal government. Rating agencies said they look positively on the move. Cyprus intends to use its landmark deal with Russia, paving the way for the removal of the island from Russia's dreaded tax blacklist as the basis to solve similar and outstanding tax issues with other countries. Cyprus's decision through legislation to share information with other countries, which was instrumental in helping resolve all tax issues with Russia, will now be extended to the Ukraine, which has a similar grievance, but also to other EU member states such as Spain, Italy, Germany, and Sweden. Cyprus manages to keep the 0% tax on interest on intellectual rights and 5% withholding tax on dividends. The main and principal difference that will apply once the new agreement is ratified is that after 5 years, the capital gains tax on Russian property holdings will be taxed in Russia at the prevailing rates there, but only if Russia is implementing the same policy with other competitor jurisdictions. While on the subject of tax issues, the government announced a new agreement to avoid double taxation with the Czech Republic. The agreement replaces the previous agreement between Cyprus and former Czechoslovakia. In a further confirmation that the negative effects of the global credit crisis is hurting Cyprus companies, Hellenic Bank issued a profit warning for the first quarter of 2009, indicating that it will record a loss. Major catalysts for the expected poor performance include the increase in provisions for impairments, the increase in the cost from deposits, and the drop in both net interest income and non-interest income. A year ago, Hellenic Bank had reported 23 million euros in first quarter profits. Muskita, Cyprus's largest aluminium producer and exporter, also indicated that due to the current financial crisis, domestic demand is expected to drop, hence profitability for the year is expected to be lower compared to 2008. Tax revenue during the January through March 2009 period declined by 10.2% to 400 million euros compared to 446 million euros in the same period last year because of lower revenue from capital gains tax on non-existent property transactions. Revenue from tourism, meanwhile, fell by 15% over the year earlier in March, reaching 57.4 million euros. For the period January through March, revenue from tourism is estimated at 125 million euros, a fall of 12.8%. And now some news in brief. The Electricity Authority of Cyprus and the Bishop of Limassol have signed a Memorandum of Understanding for the long-term lease of a parcel of land near Akrotiri, where the power utility will develop a solar park with a potential output capacity of 50 to 100 megawatts. Cyprus Aid and the European Commission representation in Cyprus are organizing a presentation on Cyprus Aid, Europe Aid, Development Cooperation and Action. The event also coincides with the occasion of the 5th anniversary of the accession of Cyprus to the EU and the 4th year of operation of Cyprus Aid. The presentation, which is under the auspices of the Cyprus Foreign Minister, will take place on May 4th in Nicosia. Yasmos Limited, a Cyprus-based company, has launched its web search site, www.yasmos.com, that features news, travel, entertainment, video, and real estate information. With over 350,000 internet users in Cyprus, representing over 45% penetration, Yasmos.com, as a search engine in Cyprus, hopes to become the largest guide in terms of information, traffic, advertising, household and business user reach, and one of the most recognized brands associated with Cyprus. Thanks for watching FinancialMirror.tv.